pigs are getting our overripe cucumbers tonight. And they are chowing down. I guess you could say crunching and squeaking down. It's good stuff, isn't it, Peanut? And Lucille's biting into some over there. Look at Peanut's curly tail. Her tail is my favorite. And then Rooster and Lucille look like hippos from behind to me. Ooh, Lucille. Crunching down. Is that good? Oh, Lucille's scared that Peanut's gonna take hers. And she's probably right. Rooster is getting down. Yeah, buddy. That's the good stuff. Peanut's taking her time. Lucille left with hers so nobody steals it. That's a good girl, Lucille. Good girl. When I get home from work, a lot of times I'm pretty bad about wearing my good clothes outside. I'll come straight outside, feed, do a few small chores, and then head in to get things ready for the next day. Do laundry, dishes, cook, whatever it is that I'm gonna be doing for the evening. Yesterday evening, it was some chores around the house, and then after everybody else went to bed, this is what I did. It's a little late and everybody else has gone to bed, and I am not comfortable with filming this process because it is very delicate and it is my first time shearing a rabbit, and I am doing it with scissors, which is how everyone has recommended to shear her for the first time, so that it is slow, it is calm, there's not a lot of sounds like there would be with electric shearers or clippers. And it's going well. She's calmed down a good bit more. I've got almost her whole back done, but it's crazy how tiny she is under all this fur. She's still very much a baby, but I'm gonna show her to you. Here's Mopsie. She's not super amused at the moment, but we're working our way around, and every now and then she'll decide she's got to fix a spot that I have messed with, and so she'll start grooming herself right there, which allows me to go to the other side of her and clip really, really well. So she keeps focusing on her right side, and I'm hoping she'll check out her left side in a second so I can work on her right side a little bit more. But she's doing good. I'm doing good. We're taking it slow, and she's gonna get so many treats after this. But after I get done with her back, I will do around her tail. It's okay, girl. You're all right. Do around her tail, and I'm going to try to do her belly, which I have to lay her on her back for. I did practice it with her, and rabbits, they're an animal of prey. They don't want to be on their backs. It's their most vulnerable position. You're sneezing? So we practiced it, and she did zen out and and relax for me, and I'll show you that here. But she's doing good, and I'll be clipping around her tail and her feet and her belly next. Sweet girl. And here's a view from this side. I would not normally do this in the house, but I'm gonna vacuum. And so far we've got about half of a gallon size bag all fluffed up. Well, we are now the owners of a small, funny looking rabbit. Mopsie, who is stealing the dog's food as her treat, I guess. Lady, let me see your... Hey, Mops. Hey, Mopsie. Let's say I look kind of like a creature that's not a rabbit. My father-in-law says that we have space chickens, that our silky chickens and our Polish chickens are not earth chickens. So I guess now we have a non-earth rabbit. Lady, are they all aliens? Are they all aliens? My goodness. I think she's cute still, and I know she's gonna feel better. So her hair will be fully grown back to about the length that it was in 2 to 3 months. And it'll be time to cut her hair again. Yeah, be time for another haircut. Today I have headed out as soon as I came in the door from work. And something I realized I hadn't shared with you guys is our flower garden. Who remembers this plot that Zach started for me? All of this was supposed to have holes burned into it and flowers planted. And now we are going to be doing sunflowers here very, very soon. But what do you see all the way around this bed? I didn't plant any of these. Zach didn't plant any of these. And Eleanor didn't plant any of these. So this bare spot right here was our zinnia patch last year. And before we decided to put this here, I checked. I was like, nothing is coming up. What are we gonna do? And I said, let's just go ahead and move where the flowers are gonna be. Instead of using this space this year, we'll just make it go that direction. It'll be in full sun better. This area gets a little bit more shade. And we will be able to have full sun and have our flowers out there. So Zach got to tilling. He used the tiller, tilled up this ground, and it made all of the zinnia seeds reseed from last year where they fell off the flowers, and they grew around the perimeter. They'd probably be all in there if that hadn't been covered. But we have zinnias growing everywhere, and volunteers, I'll always take those volunteers. We also have some pumpkins coming up. Look at this. Here is some type of pumpkin coming up. It also could be a squash plant or a spaghetti squash plant. Not positive, but we got pumpkins coming up there. And all of these zinnias. And I put this raised bed in here planning to put my dahlia bulbs in it. And I have not done that either. We just really overestimated the amount of time we had to tend this. Our garden where we're growing our food just became the priority, and this fell to the back burner, as pretty things sometimes do. But I really love, these are all crosses, cross-pollinated from last year. Some really pretty ones. I really love this one. It's hot pink on the outside and goes into like a fuchsia purple color. Some orange. Now they are smaller blooms. None of these are the Benary Giants. Oh, Eleanor really loved this yellow one. Look at that pretty yellow. They just make me happy. And then I had a zinnia patch over here last year too, and I was hoping that these would reseed, and these did. I like the tall, thick blooms. These are pretty too, but these are my favorite. And I also have a dahlia that came up from last year, and it did come up over here in the old flower patch. Hey lady! In the old flower patch, and I moved it over here, and it has not put on blooms. Hasn't even shot up any, and I have fertilized it. So I don't know if maybe it doesn't get quite enough sun here, or if I'm just impatient and the blooms are coming. But they never bloomed last year either. I'm walking into the barn and I see a hen that looks like she's laying an egg. This girl is laying her egg. She just laid it. Watch out, girl. Oh, there it is. shiny one. And I bet she's the one coming in here laying all of these. I let the silkies out while I'm filling up their water. And these 3 right here are all boys that we hatched this year. This is a dark, pretty blue boy. This is a mixed color. He is white with some mauve chocolate looking leakage, which is really interesting. And then this one up here is a mauve rooster as well. And that one up there is a mauve rooster as well. The boys are mad. They want their hay filled right now. I'll get your hay bag, hang on. We've got a project that we're gonna be doing tomorrow for sure, and that is finally their bigger hay feeder so that we don't have to refill this quite as much. Yeah. Who eats the most hay? I think it's you, Gravy. I most certainly do think it's you, buddy. I think you eat the most. Yeah. Who is pecking on my back? Girl, what are you doing? Huh? What do you think you're doing? Pecking me. Do you need some attention? You just needed my attention for just a minute, huh? Just a minute? I think everybody else wants my attention too.
This season has been really exciting around the farm because it is by far the most productive season of gardening we have ever had. We feel incredibly blessed to be able to have so much fresh food for our family and to share with our family and a few church friends, and it has made every moment of being out working in the garden completely worth it. Look at all this beautiful produce. I couldn't be happier.